Hey, what's up? In this video, we're going to break down the D minor chord and we're going to discover what are the notes underneath your fingers when you're playing that chord. So what we're going to do is we're going to break down the scale, how to extract that, how to extract the chord out of the scale. And this way, if you want to be able to write music and have the chord flow, you'll be able to better understand how that works, as well as if you want to get into improv, lead guitar, you'll understand a bit better how to harmonize with the chord, okay? Anyways, let's get started. Okay, coming down to my whiteboard here, I've got the chromatic scale at the top. So in music, it goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, then we start over at A. That's how music works, all right? And the way music progressed over the years is there is a sharp or flat in between every note, except for B and C and E and F, as you can see on here. The black notes that I have here are the black notes on a piano. We're not going to get into why that is. We're not going to get into the history of how music, developed. We're not doing that. We're just going to learn what's going on with it so we can use it, okay? Cool. Anyways, so what happens is with the chromatic scale, we are going to extract out of that the minor scale, and here we go. Okay, so here we have the formula for the minor scale, the natural minor scale. And these W's and H's, basically a W equals a whole step on your guitar, and an H equals a half step, okay? Which is 1 fret. Sometimes it's called a tone or semitone, okay? What's going to happen is we're going to start on a D note, D, and then a whole note would be, or I meant a whole step, sorry. Boom, oops, 2 frets, dum dum, E note. And then a half step, go boom to an F. A whole step, boom boom to the G. Whole step to the A. Half step to the B flat. Boom. Why not A sharp? Because everybody gets a turn. Okay, when you do the major scales or minor scales, the diatonic scales, the basic ones, everybody has to have a turn, okay? So anyways, continuing on. Whole step after B, C, and then a whole step after C takes us back to the D, okay? So there is the D minor scale. This scale has 1 flat, all right? Now, what's going to happen is we're going to number these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When you number the notes of a scale, it's called a scale degree. So if I said, what's the 3rd degree of the D minor scale, you would say an F. If I said, what's the 7th, you would say C, okay? Now, there's one little hiccup in here, and what that is, in comparison with the major scales, it's actually flat 3, flat 6, flat 7. If you're like, what the heck, what does that even mean? Don't worry, just go with it for now. I have a video on the difference between majors and minor scales and why we need to label it like this. It's called that. I can't remember. Parallel majors and minors, the difference of majors and minors. I can't remember. Anyways, watch that one if that's confusing. But you really don't need it. Just trust me, that's right. Okay? It's the internet. All right, cool. So what's going to happen, though, for a minor scale, I meant to say minor chord, the formula for a minor chord, we're going to go lowercase m. Here's the formula. Boom, boom. And we go 1 flat 3 5. That would be a D F A. Okay? Very simple. D F A. Now, if we put this here 1 2 3 4 5 6, and you played a D minor 3 2 0, that would actually be a D note, an A note, a D note, and an F note. Okay? It doesn't matter that the notes repeat. They can repeat as much as you want. Doesn't matter which ones. It gives you a bit different flavor. And it doesn't even have to be in root position. So if you actually had a 0 here, that would be an A note. That would be considered a D/A. Okay? If it's just in root position, meaning the D note of a D minor or D major is the bass, it would be labeled D minor. That's correct. Wrong. Not correct. And wrong. Yeah, it's both of them. Okay, D minor/A. Okay, sweet. And then last, I'll say, if you're learning D minor, you probably know D major already. 2 3 2 0. D A D F sharp. Right? Because in a major, the 3 is not flat, so it's up just 1 step. Okay, 1 fret. We're not going to discuss that right now. Just get good at the D minor, learn it, memorize it. D F A. All right, 1 flat 3 5, and there you have it. Now you know where the D minor scale comes from. You know the notes of the D minor scale. You know how to extract out of the D minor scale a D minor chord, and the formula for a D minor chord is a 1 flat 3 5, which just so happens to be D F A. Cool. If you have any questions on this, let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe, and I will have I should have mentioned this earlier, a link in the description where if you want to follow along, maybe I'll put up on the screen or something. I have something written on my website, a little blog post where I have this all written out. I think I've got some chords that also, excuse me, some songs that use this chord. And I will also have on the screen or somewhere a bunch of ways to play the D minor chord. Okay. Anyways, hope this helps. See you in your next training.